Hey everybody, Ryan here coming back at you with a video, and it's been a few weeks. I got in the swing of making videos again, and something pretty awesome came up. I got promoted at my job, have a new position at my job, and so I dedicated the 3 to 4 weeks that I've been off from YouTube um, to that. Pretty much I've completely changed everything. My sleep schedule's different. I'm asleep by I'm out of my house by like 5 in the morning. So, I mean, I'm usually in bed by like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I stopped filming because of that. Whoever that is, please fix your car. Thank you. Okay, now let's get back. Yeah, so I dedicated all my time to that, it's going awesome. And so I'm usually in bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock now. Um, yeah, so everything's going good. My schedule's finally, I'm getting back to getting used to the new hours, so I'm staying up a little bit later, and so everything's going good. I dedicated all my time to that. It's a Monday through Friday. I'm off every day by 2:30, and I'm off weekends, and so pretty awesome. So, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. But that's where I've been, and some people were worried because some people brought up that I posted my teaser for my 24-hour movie marathon, which is about 30% edited right now. My goal is to have it finished within the next week and a half, and actually have it uploaded in the next week and a half to 2 weeks. Um, it's looking like that's probably going to be the case. So if you saw my teaser, you saw that I was clean shaven in it. Well, that's why the teaser says it's the most procrastinated event of the year for my channel, because I procrastinated so much with it that I've grown a full beard in the time that's gone by since that. Um, yeah, and so some people were like, "No, you shaved your beard, you gave up on it." No, I still have it and I love it, and I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. And so, I have been tagged by 2 people, and I was finally kicked in the butt by one person without them even realizing it. I was tagged by one of my geeky.com buddies on Saturday Night Insanity, Bluto, aka Zach, to do a simple movie tag. And I said I was going to do it, then the job stuff happened and I didn't. And then I got tagged by Luke, Razor Wire Review. Why do I have a problem saying that? Razor Wire Reviews to do the tag as well. And it was in the midst of all the changes, so I was like, I'll do it. I'm going to do it, but it's going to be a little bit. I think I told him it was going to be done the next day, but I think everybody who knows me knows that if I say I'm going to do something the next day, if I say I will get it to you tomorrow, it really means 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't have my phone on a stand today. I want to do this video kind of vlog style, because I just got done watching a 4-part epic saga of my friend Jeff Messerman's on his channel. He did a tag video, and this is somebody that I love to hear talk. And whenever he talks about film, anything, I could just listen to this guy talk and talk and talk. And he made a 4-part tag video. And if you guys have followed my channel for any length of time, you know that me and Jeff are good friends, and we had a series about a year ago, a screenwriting series. He has dabbled in screenwriting and has done screenwriting for many years, and I was in the process of actually writing one myself, which I have a full summary on and everything, and I'm actually restarting soon, and I'm excited for that. So he's somebody that I've always loved hearing talk about film and stuff that he loves, ever since when I first, was introduced to him through the geeky.com guys, Zarin Isaac and that, Skin Slip, Styled Man, that crew during a Saturday Night Insanity a long time ago, and back when Skin Slip did a series called Movie Gangbang, where we watched like bad movies. and just talked about him during the film. It was like a commentary. So I've known Jeff for a long time, and he did that tag video, and I was like, gosh, Jeff is back. I really need to get off my butt, even though I've been off my butt because of work. Um, just get re-inspired for this part of my love of film, and that is making videos. And so that's why I've busted my butt, started editing my marathon video, and I plan on doing this, and that's why I'm doing this. So this is a simple tag video, and I'm just going to make this like a rambling kind of video because I know some of y'all like that. And got to try to get this done in a reasonable manner, a reasonable time, so I can go downstairs and start watching my Red Sox play. So it's a 10-question tag, and question 1, what is my favorite and least favorite film? I've talked about my favorite film so much. The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2 have pretty much been tied as my favorite film for a while, but since elementary school. But I guess the first one would definitely come out on top because that's the one that has been my favorite since I first saw it in 3rd grade. And so The Godfather has always been like my favorite film, and it's never left #1 spot. The Godfather, Godfather Part 2 there has never been another film in the #1 spot. So yeah, The Godfather. Least favorite film. Those of you who know me know that I like pretty much everything. I'm entertained by pretty much everything, even terrible movies. But there has been some times where I have not enjoyed a movie to where, yes, I've almost walked out of a film. I don't walk out of movies. If I've always given it the benefit of the doubt. It's something my mom taught me. I try to, if I don't like it, then at the end I just say I don't like it. I never walk out of a film. I always give it a chance, even when I was younger. Mainly because I was forced to stay. But a movie that I have not seen since, that's the worst theater experience, the worst comedy experience I've ever had, and that is Undercover Brother. A film I hated when I first saw it. There was a lot of stuff that I hated about it at the time. I haven't seen it since then, so I can't tell you what. But there was a lot of stuff going on at the time that it was just a bad theater experience and a bad film. Another film that I had a terrible experience in seeing it in a theater, and I did not like the movie, which I really wanted to because I really liked the lead actor in the film, and that is Along Came Polly with Ben Stiller. I love Ben Stiller, and I hated that movie. So those are 2 movies that I do not like. They're my least favorite. I could easily, with some of these kind of questions, like people like to point out things that, maybe the worst made movie and a terrible movie. No, this is my least favorite. And this is my opinion for movies that I just really don't like. And I don't think I'll ever give those movies another chance. Usually I'm good about giving stuff another chance. Those movies, no. It'll just bring up too many. I'll think about the whole experience over again. I just didn't really find them funny. So, number 2, favorite actor and a favorite actress. Favorite actress, Faye Dunaway, and it's kind of a 3-way tie. Faye Dunaway, Diane Keaton, and Grace Kelly. I love all 3 of them. I love Grace Kelly so much. Been a huge Grace Kelly fan most of my life. Had a crush on her when I was younger. And she's still, when I watch her in a movie, that's where my eyes are at. Like, she just has a great screen presence, and I really like her and the movies. So, sorry about the shadow that this hat's putting across my face, but it's so darn sweet. I can't not have this hat on. Yeah, and Diane Keaton, from The Godfather to, Annie Hall and Interiors, Red. Like, I love a lot of movies that she's been in ever since I was a kid, seeing The Godfather and Father of the Bride. big fan of Diane Keaton. Faye Dunaway, though, is probably like my number one favorite actress, because I pretty much, if there was a phenomenal film from the 70s, um, or she was in so many brilliant films that I love. Network, um, Bonnie and Clyde. We have, I'm trying to think of some of the ones that, what's it called? What's it called? uh, 3 Days of the Condor. Everything that she's been in that was, around that time period in the 70s. I think she was like the greatest actress of the 70s in terms of like American cinema. Brilliant. She was just brilliant. And I know Bonnie and Clyde isn't the 70s, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I think she's awesome. I pretty much, I'm trying to think, like, yeah, she's hands down like the one that I'll go see the most, or I'll go to her movies in terms of actresses. I'll see her movies the most. But I'm trying to think of anybody else in terms of classic actresses. I would say, um, Grace Kelly, but even earlier than that, I would say Joan Fontaine. I'm a huge Anne Baxter fan. I love Anne Baxter. Let's see who else. I think Thelma Ritter is one of the best character actresses, supporting actresses of, that time period, like 50s and 40s. Yeah, so I mean, I love so many actors and actresses, but it's so hard for me to choose. I haven't gotten an actor yet. Gosh. Rambling video. Recent actress. I'll pretty much see anything that like Brie Larson's in. I usually always see everything that Jennifer Lawrence is in. Marion Cotillard. I'll see anything with her in it. I pretty much see anything with anybody in it. But I'm trying to think. Jessica Chastain is one that I will just make sure I go to the theater and see whatever she's in. She's a phenomenal actress. An actress that I didn't really care for at first as she was coming out, that I really ended up just everything that she's in, I just have to see it. Even though I have not seen everything that she's in, especially recent stuff. That's Rooney Mara. Like, she is amazing. Starting when I'd always known of her because of, you know, The Social Network. But Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, from there on out, I was like, that girl is talented. And, yeah, so there's some I haven't seen of her. But, Side Effects. Steven Soderbergh's Side Effects. Sorry, Steven. I know you don't like possessing your films. What I mean by that, some directors don't like to say that their film is theirs in terms of a Steven Soderbergh film. You'll never see his films promoted as a Steven Soderbergh film because he's not into that. He doesn't like getting a possessive credit on a film because he believes it's a collaborative effort, which is awesome. But you can't go wrong with, even, he doesn't like that kind of. I'm really rambling in this video. So that's why if you notice when his movies are promoted, it always says by the director of, and it'll say that kind of stuff. But, rambling. And I'm only on two. And I haven't gotten to the actor yet. Okay. Actor. Bob Saget. I'm just joking. Actor, I'm going to have to go with... This is so hard. Okay, so I'm going to break it down. Recent actor. I will see anything with Ryan Gosling. I will see anything with Michael Fassbender. I think Michael Fassbender and Leonardo DiCaprio and Ryan Gosling are like my favorite. And Jake Gyllenhaal. There's so many good ones. That's why it's hard for me to pick one. Michael Fassbender, though, is my big one right now. So, classic. Um, De Niro, Pacino, Jack Nicholson. They've been like my three main favorite actors for a long time. Um, love Brando, of course. Love James Dean. Let's go even further back. Jimmy Stewart, one of the greatest. Tom Hanks. Well, he's not further back, but I forgot him in the '90s. Tom Hanks. I was actually just talking to my wife about Tom Hanks. Like, I love everything he's in. He's amazing. Um, so Jimmy Stewart. Let's go even further back. Someone that I didn't used to really love all that much. I mean, I thought he was great, but I thought he was kind of maybe slightly overrated a little bit. Cary Grant. I love Cary Grant though. Like, I don't have a problem with Cary Grant. But when I saw him in Suspicion, that's when I was like, Suspicion. Like, for some reason that was a Hitchcock film I hadn't seen in a while. And I mean, I like him, but Suspicion made me go, this guy is an amazing actor. He's an awesome screen presence. Um, Laurence Olivier. Yeah, I could keep going, but I don't want to make this video 3 hours. All right, director. Hitchcock, Stanley Kubrick, um, Martin Scorsese, and Woody Allen have been like my top 4 favorite filmmakers for a while. Spielberg is up there. Kurosawa's up there. Bergman's up there. Fritz Lang is actually within the past 5 years, probably. I mean, Fritz Lang and Steven Spielberg, they're like tied at number 5. Fritz Lang, everything I've seen of his, some of his sound stuff, his silent epics. Sorry. Anyways, that's number 3. Number 4, favorite genre. I hate to be the one to say this, but drama. And I mean, that's such a broad term. I love a good drama. I'm trying to think of like, I love wordy dialogue heavy films like Network, Glengarry Glen Ross, those kind of films that are dialogue heavy, that are like monologues and all that stuff. That I love talky films like that. Favorite genre, so I'm just gonna have to go with drama, just because, and I guess, I mean, horror movies have been like a huge part of my life for so long, but I don't necessarily say it's my favorite genre. And that brings us to number 5, favorite horror movie. Halloween. It's pretty much been tied Halloween and Day of the Dead most of my life, since I first watched both of those movies in elementary school, and they changed my whole opinion of film, and inspired me in so many ways. Halloween and Day of the Dead, 2 films that I was able to watch at a very young age because a friend of mine had them both on VHS, and I would borrow them because I couldn't rent them at Blockbuster. My parents wouldn't let me, so I would borrow Halloween and Day of the Dead, 2 horror movies that he had, and yeah, those were 2 great films that are my favorite. 6, favorite animated film. Pinocchio. Hands down, Pinocchio. Followed closely by Snow White and Fantasia. More recent, 20, 30 years, Porco Rosso, Hayao Miyazaki, and one of Miyazaki's films that I watched. Um, well, first of all, any of his films that I watch, I'm blown away by. But Porco Rosso, um, is definitely my favorite of his. But Nausicaa, Valley of the Shadow of the Wind, I'm pretty sure that's the right title. That blew me away when I first saw it, and The Castle of Cagliostro. Um, I didn't expect to go into Castle of Cagliostro loving it as much as I did, but I had so much fun with that film. I loved it. So yeah, animated. Score. Vertigo by Bernard Herrmann. He is phenomenal with that score. It's been one of my favorites for a very long time. Up there with E.T., Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, and I mean, of course, anything with like that Hans Zimmer's done. But in terms of favorites that I've loved most of my life that could still get me pumped up, pretty much anything by John Williams and anything by Bernard Herrmann. So, and definitely anything by Alan Silvestri, which was awesome meeting him. He's in my last marathon video last year. I met him at a screening of Back to the Future that was accompanied by an orchestra, and I met him there. Got a picture and everything. Check out the last 5 minutes of the last marathon video I did, 24-hour marathon video. Yeah, anything by Alan Silvestri. The Forrest Gump theme and the Castaway theme song, other than his more mainstream stuff like Back to the Future, the Castaway score is so damn good, and I love Forrest Gump's as well. But anyways, 8. Best cinema experience. I'm gonna say 2 of them. I'm cheating, but 2. The first one was Zack Snyder's remake of Dawn of the Dead. The theater was packed. It was opening night, and everybody was into it. Everybody was into it, screaming at the screen, saying, "Don't go in there." I mean, it was amazing. It was, but you know how people could talk during a movie and do that kind of stuff, and it kind of annoys you. Not this, because I wanted to say some of the same stuff they were saying. And then 2, The Departed. Martin Scorsese's The Departed. Opening night. Some of the stuff that went down in that movie, and there's one scene in particular that you guys probably know what I'm talking about, that takes place in an elevator where everybody went, ugh, like everybody went crazy, like just screamed bloody murder. And so those are my favorite cinema experiences. Number 9, guilty pleasure. I am not guilty. I don't feel guilty by anything that I watch, but sue me. I love the Transformers movies, especially the second one. Out of the first 3 Transformers movies, the second one probably is my favorite. I love Adam Sandler's bad movies. Okay, love is a strong word for this movie. I like Jack and Jill, and some of my friends make fun of me for it, but I like Jack and Jill. I thought it was hilarious. Annoying, but hilarious at the same time. But yeah, I don't feel guilty by anything, because I like bad movies too. Not everybody has to like, the art films. I could, sit there and watch a 5-hour foreign film, and heck, you know what? I'm gonna put in Celtic Pride now. I might put in Kingpin, and you know what? I might even put in, Just Go With It, or Blended. Every film I just mentioned I like a lot, so nothing wrong with Kingpin. That's actually a very well done, well written movie, I think. But yeah. So number 10, last but not least, foreign film. That can be kind of a trick question with me, because technically The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. My top favorite films is The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, Taxi Driver, Annie Hall, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and Seven Samurai. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly could technically be that answer because it was filmed in Spain with an Italian director, and all the audio was redubbed later. But it was released here by United Artists, and it doesn't really have that reputation as a foreign film other than the fact that it's a spaghetti western, and it has all those things I just mentioned. But if we're going to go for a straight up foreign film that was not redubbed and all that stuff for like American audiences in the cinema, I would have to go with Seven Samurai. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I thought it was going to only be like 10 minutes. Obviously, it's longer than that. I hope you enjoy it. I love these rambling type videos. I miss making them. I'll be getting back to my favorites videos this week, so look out for that. Keep in mind, the next 2 to 3 weeks, you'll be seeing my marathon come up. You will. There's not going to be any more trailers for it, so it's just going to come up out of nowhere. I did the same thing last year, and it came up out of nowhere, and everybody was like, "You didn't even tell us. Why? I don't care. I'm halfway through it anyways." And so it's going to happen again this year. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.